Alright, this is sort of a two-part video. The second part will be our normal unboxing of a mystery box. And it's a cool one today. I think we have 3 slabs and then 6 raw books. It was $145 from Dynamic Forces. So that's exciting. If you're here for the comic book reveal, stick around for that. But before we dive into that today, I just wanted to talk about SacCon in Sacramento, California, March 9th and 10th, 2024. Dad's business, WC Collectibles, is going to be down there. And we're going to have a nice 18 by 9 foot booth filled with cool comics. $5 books. We're going to have entire boxes, bagged and boarded books for $100 each. They're going to be mixed. Come take a peek. These are comics that are filled from, 50-cent bins all the way up to $4 comics each. You do the math on that, you're getting one heck of a deal for $100 each. So you're going to want to see those at our booth. But we are small potatoes because there are some cool guests lined up for this con in the voice acting world and the comic creator world. I'm going to run down the list. I've got them typed up here for you right now. We've got people from My Hero Academia, including Alexis Tipton and Felicia Angel and Brittany Karbowski. Those names, if you're a My Hero fan, you might recognize them. Another anime voice, Lizzie Freeman. And then what I'm most excited about for the voice actors are the Disney villains. There is a really cool lineup of Disney villains. Voice actors going to be at SatCon. We have Santino Fontana, who is Hans in Frozen. Jonathan Freeman, who is Jafar in Aladdin. We got Ken Page, who was Oogie Boogie. And then the coolest one, for my money, Beauty and the Beast's Gaston. The voice of Richard White is going to be there. He'll be there as a person. But he voiced Gaston, so pretty exciting. And now, for the comic book creators, there's some hitters, y'all. There's some real hitters. We have Dan Brereton. Dan did Marvel, DC, independent work. Kind of hit everything and did it well. We have Tim Vigil, who is the creator of Faust. Now, Faust is a big-time indie comic. It's been on screen. That's pretty cool. Derek Robertson's going to be there. Transmetropolitan, The Boys. This guy has done work for all of them. And he's a big current name. Ron Lim is going to be there. Ron Lim. His Silver Surfer work in the 90s. Infinity Gauntlet. Then he did work on The Flash. Several independent titles. The man is an all-star in current comics. So excited to meet Ron Lim. And then the big 2 names, old school guy Tim Vigil. Oh, sorry, I said Tim Vigil already. Thomas Yates. The T's were next to each other in the list. Thomas Yates has been around since the 70s, and he is a monster of an artist. His work on Tarzan, the Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff, John Carter, and he has done Marvel and DC work. Really excited to meet the legend. And then the biggest one for anybody's money is James O'Barr. The Crow is getting ready to be revitalized. R.I.P. Brandon Lee, but its on-screen presence is huge, has been huge for years, and without James O'Barr, the creation of the character, we would never have it in pop culture. So come see all of these people, but make sure and say hi to us at SatCon and see these amazing books that we have, and even the ones that we will open now right after this little video intro. Alright, we are on the other side of the video intro now. Cracking into these little sleeves here. Like I said, there should be 9 books. They package these a little funny, so Dad's pulling them out now, organizing the raws and the slabs. I'm getting a sneak peek at these while he's doing it, and so far it's a pretty good $145 that we spent. Some doubles from some previous books that we've gotten in other mystery boxes, but the 2 slabs are not doubles so far, and they're pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have these available in Sacramento, and then whatever doesn't sell there, Boise at Gem State Comic Con, and then Beaver State Comic Con in Bend, Oregon later this year, Lilac City Comic Con, Washington State Summer Con. We are awaiting our acceptance for that one still, and we do expect to be accepted for that, so fingers crossed that I didn't jinx the hell out of that, among others. So, some pretty cool books here. Odds on they won't all get bought in Sacramento, so if there's something that you really want, cross your fingers for a later date if you won't be at Sacramento. We will start out with the raw books. We have a J. Lee variant, Archie #1, pretty cool book. On the back it says it was limited to 1,000 copies. So, 1,000 people in the world have one of those. Actually, at this point, probably about 150 people have several of them, because that's a pretty specialized interest right there. Now, I know we've had a couple of these in the past, but we have a Mandalorian #1 that is signed, if I remember right. And this will tell me it is signed by Rodney Barnes. Limited to 460. I saw the recent news that The Mandalorian will be on the big screen in 2026, I think. Which seems like a very long wait for more of that content. Kind of a bummer. Another Star Wars-oriented book here. Princess Leia #1. This is the Greg Land variant, limited to 5,000 copies. That one will be an example of a book likely to be found in our $5 bins. Very cool cover featuring Boba Fett, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, and a Stormtrooper. Now, we've got a couple of stray dogs here. This is the Evil Dead variant. One of these numbered to 1,200, but then there is a Virgin signed by Tony Fleeks, numbered to 125. So there is the regular cover, very cool Evil Dead homage, but then here comes the even better Virgin variant of that same book. At least it's minimal trade dress, because it does say Stray Dogs on it still. But there is the Tony Fleeks signature, numbered to 125. And that one looked like it was numbered 2. So that's an early one in the run that he signed there. Very cool. And last but not least in the raw books, this is a Batman #100, signed by James Tynion, numbered to 250. James is one of my favorite comic book creators. Just outright. That's it. I'm going to end the statement right there.
That's #4.
That is pretty darn cool. I like it.
250.
And that book's in great shape. So, that leaves us with the 3 slabs. And these are cool. These are all 9.8. This one right here looks like a Peach Momoko almost. Let me see. It is a Peach Momoko. Origins of Marvel Comics #1. The Peach Momoko cover. This is a very pretty Wasp and Sue Storm, the Invisible Girl, of course, and Marvel Girl, a.k.a. Jean Grey. That is an awesome cover. And then on the back of that is a very cool Uh, those 4 books, I know you can't open this and read it, but those are the reprints contained in that book. Wow. That's a really cool book. I would say this is a win of a mystery box. For me, at least. Next up, we have a Superman Deceased variant. This is Deceased number 2. Oh, and apparently this is... Oh, yeah, it says variant. It does not say variant on the CGC label, which is kind of odd. But that is a very cool zombified Superman on the cover of that one. I'm a horror fan. That's pretty cool. I can dig it. And then, if this was the real book and not the facsimile, it would be worth around $15,000. But when you can't afford that, the next best thing is to get the cover art. And yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday. We got the first Wolverine Deadpool preview. So why not go with Incredible Hulk 180, the first real appearance of Wolverine in comics. This is the facsimile, of course. It always says cameo, but he gets a full panel, and he's named. I'm gonna stay with that's his real first appearance. Facsimile. Thank you guys for watching. We hope to see you in Sacramento and later on throughout the year. Peace.